Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Very well. I shall return.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. We ought to...
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Barely drag my ass out of bed.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
My bed. I've more time than I know how to spend.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
If you must go off on your...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! You move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when the Legion returns. If aught were to happen to you.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. When does my watch end?
A fine place
ought
to
not
sit and
neglect
leave the
my
best
duty
of us
to the
has its
townspeople.
limits, I suppose.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Not sure why.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I'm not sure what's best. What's to be done about
The
this?
rules at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the day.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
What should I do?
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen. This is no life. I muscle alone.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
It's a thankless job, this.
Stay away from me.
Best quality
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deeza's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Aye, This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I'd sooner stay out of battle.
Might learn a new dish. Keep things interesting.
First things first, we must speak with Captain Brandt.
Points no the rules at your leisure. Let's head round. I shan't complain.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Go on.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Interested in my wares?
Soon as you team me up, out comes the ladder.
Welcome.
What? Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Some might find too many teas. I'll take
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with, then.
Our most priority is to douse the flames.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. If aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir! We shall see how bold you are in irons. Do not test me.
Let's just stroll through town. See what I can find. I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
Where are you off to?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for... I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then. A new day, a new perspective.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at heart.
We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish.
You're going to regret that.
There, Master! Saurian!
I need our ally against the Scotch Fleet. Until the next time, no less heavy. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Consider me unimpressed.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Display of skill.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get bit. Lest all that vim go to waste. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. feels quite so fine equipment. After purchasing a very safe item in the shop.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work. This route's seen better days. There's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way.
Totally disappointed.
The prison is being torched. Quick, douse the flames!
I can handle that. Hold on, stay right there.
Though mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defense.
It isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it.
Tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly. While in the treasure chest rather close by, perhaps There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. Over here, if you would. One path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
Perhaps the originals recalled some more...
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant. Chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
That's just what I was thinking. Taste of the curative cult men. What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
'Tis as you say. While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Good place to put our feet up, if we've a tent with us.
I'm in no need of a rest as yet, Master.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Keep your eyes peeled, and beware of dark corners.
Understood. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Pray speak up should you notice aught amiss. Apologies, Master, but our goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
Oi, you there! You fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid. We're in your debt. Scatter the goblins!
It's done.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Right, just follow me.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I could look upon...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am I'm a fighter by trade. Send me to the vanguard, where I might put my strength to full...
Where are we off to next? Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It's not far from here. Come to think of it, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own. If 'tis as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
I am sorely disappointed. Look, Master, a chest! Must find a way to open it.
Surely we can make our way over to it somehow.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
"'Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
For all eternity, if toiling for the cricket.
Keep gazing upward, and you'll like to stumble ere long.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Be ready. Our foes are armed.
Save up no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Why does the old man venture out to sea day after day? What does he seek to prove?
Curious, isn't it?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense. As to us in time.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Over here! Here at last. I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Covering the sky, and
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand.
Fie! There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help!
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. We've more places to go, yes? Then let us be off. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Dorians, Master!
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
We must be ready for anything.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now, I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Profitable endeavor.
What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
'Tis as you say. At last! I thought we'd never find one.
Our collection grows.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
At last. I should like for you to see...
You want me to hold on to it? Of course, Master. I shan't let it out of my sight.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We ought to have no trouble on the journey ahead.
That's just what I was thinking.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit. Let's all that thing go to waste. One of us is ready.
I see it. We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
I knew that I could count on this, Arisen.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Well met, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost hospitality. Much obliged.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Oh. What does... this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Why are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said ought.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
Understood.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure. Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey.
I have no issue falling asleep.
I'm just grateful I get...
It is dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day. A new perspective.
Well met, sir.
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
My bed calls. Working this
Welcome.
I'm in no rush.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Huzzah!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for Your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal after all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
There is only one acceptable outcome. Complete.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Right, just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Could you come over here?
I find them intelligent.
Good evening, sir. I trust you've...
Fared all right on the roads, despite the... Much obliged.
The rules at yours,
Won't someone do aught about this?
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Our road was a long one. We shall wait here.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'd kick just about anywhere.
Presume to confound me, do you?
I'm in fine fettle. Naught to look forward to.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Always sets me good spine. That's just packing up today. The weight of my duties is like to flatten you, even the best of...
I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable. It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Mind the predicament.
Time to hit the sack.
Welcome home.
Not a single heavy purse.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not... Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this. Phase us. fellow. What precisely is their aim?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road? Despite the hour. Much obliged.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Over here.
Where are you off to?
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
Stand strong!
Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing. Then
yourself. 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. Tis a style, all a patchwork of techniques.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach. And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man.
Best sweep and dust.
Well then, sir.
All this warning you've given me, I've been on my feet all day. My legs are...
Mayhap.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need... something?
Do come again.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you.
There's comfort in the heart from a fading
My peers seem so much more capable.
This isn't good. Can't let myself get distracted.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
Always a pleasure.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
We must rest, though the sun is... I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then. A new day, a new perspective.